Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with HerballyHipTarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing out there? This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. Okay, before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to do so. If you can hit the bell twice and give me a thumbs up, because I think you're going to like it here. Okay, let's get into okay? I am very excited today about reading about this, okay? Because I feel like we are just, okay, remember we kept saying, like, 3 or 4 months ago, almost every reader was saying, when this all blows, okay, it's going to be like nothing we've ever seen. It's going to be a shocker when he gets removed. We're just going to be shocked. We can't believe how this is all going to go down. Well, we're seeing it. We're seeing it on play. Okay, let me just get into it. This is what we're going to read on. Are the Republican senators turning against the Orange Menace? Because let me say why. I'm sure you guys have already heard this. Holly is worried about the Medicaid changes. Well, weren't you worried when you voted yes a few weeks ago? Well, for some reason, they did not think that MAGA was, they were losing MAGA's, that he was losing MAGA support. I think they realize he's losing MAGA support now. Hello. But he was losing it a few weeks ago too. But I guess, you know, they always think that they can just get away with everything and that they'll work it out. Well, now, when this comes out completely, evidence comes out about the Orange Menace and Epstein, they're okay with him being accused of raping 20 women, getting convicted of raping, what's her name? Oh, I can't think of her name. You guys know who she is. It'll probably come to my brain in a second. They were okay with putting babies in cages. They were okay with, strong arming a whole country like Ukraine. They were fine with him getting impeached twice. They were fine with him committing an insurrection. I mean, we can just go on. But, excuse me, raping little girls? I guess that's where it finally ends for them. Or maybe it's not even that. It's the fact that, well, it should be, but for some of them, it's probably the fact that he's telling them now that it's not even true. So anyway, Holly, I went on a whole tangent. Holly wants to make changes to the Medicare part because he's like, we can't be doing this. Well, didn't you think about that 2 weeks ago when you voted yes, you idiot? I can't stand Holly. He's one of those dudes who looks all preppy and all preppy and goody two shoe, and he's a complete. He really is, in my opinion, he is a Hitler supporting piece of crap. Okay, that's who he is. But he's dressed up in a suit with a cute little face. Mike Johnson, he said, yeah, why don't we need to release those Epstein files. Why is he saying that? And then Joe Rogan, he has gone too far. And then there's also, what's this guy's name? I just heard this today. We're going to do a reading on it. Nick Fuentes. He has a lot to say too. I don't want to say what Fuentes said because I want to do a reading on it. Okay. And then we'll do some pendulum questions. So let's ask. Well, that's what I was going to say about Holly. He's basically a Klansman, okay? He's a totally racist piece of crap. He just wears a suit, puts on a little cute face, and acts like he's all goody two-shoe and all this. No, he's the Klan dressed up in a suit. Okay, clear, spirit. Are the Republican senators turning against the Orange Menace? Should I use what lies beneath? Yes, okay. I knew that's the one I should use. And then we'll do some pendulum questions. So let me shuffle, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so are there Republican senators? Are there a good amount of Republican senators turning on the Orange Menace? Like I said, I feel like there is because they're seeing that his power is diminishing. Okay, there's a lot of MAGA who can't stand him anymore. So let's do an open read. He told them, really quick, I'm sorry, this is just a trip how much stuff is coming out. He told them, you're stupid if you believe in this Epstein files, this Epstein thing. You've been fooled. After you already were talking about about this Epstein thing and that you'll release the Epstein files, and you know your people are very much into this whole Epstein thing, and you told them they're stupid if they believe it. I hate nothing about you. Opposite. I hate everything about you. And this is MAGA. Fake apology. Not the apology, but the fake. This is what they think a lot of MAGA thinks about him. And this is what the Republican senators think about him. This dude is fake. Okay? And I'm getting also that these senators, none of these senators like him. They pretend they like him because they liked what he could give them, the power that he could give them. But now they realize that that power is diminishing. Something about burning evidence. Now, is this what the Orange Menace did? Did he burn the evidence? Did he get rid of it? But it don't matter. I've gotten that other people have copies of it. So Muskrat has copies. I read that Biden has copies. So he can go ahead and burn the evidence if he wants. This is nothing but a big red lipstick stain on his presidency. His life. Okay? Molesting little girls. Hello? Worse than a stain. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, investigations. I think that some of them have seen these Epstein files. The Epstein files was an investigation. I believe some of these Republicans have seen them. Some of the top ones. Like Mike Johnson. I think he's seen it. Let's ask real quick. I'm just curious. Clear, Spirit. Has Mike Johnson seen the Epstein files? Yep. Which would make sense of why he said, we need to show the Epstein files. Because he's like, you know what? I need to get myself away. I need to get distance away from the Orange Menace when this all comes out. Orange Menace, Mr. Envy. This is chaotic as hell. Just chaos. This whole thing is chaotic. Promiscuous. Sleeps around a lot. Free for all. Sleeps with your man. I'm going to go with both meanings on this. Sleeps around a lot. Hot free for all. That's exactly what the Orange Menace was doing. And Epstein and all the other guys who were his customers. Epstein's customers. And also this whole thing of how he handled it, he's handled it very haphazardly. And if he would have thought before he opened his mouth or came up with some type of plan, but he just, he goes off the cuff. Well, going off the cuff, you can see don't work. He's an idiot. Doing drugs. Here's Muskrat. And Muskrat just came out again today and said, hey, if it's a hoax, if it's fake, come out with the evidence that shows us what part is fake. Look at this. This is going to make his presidency fall apart into pieces. Be cautious with this whole thing because it's been a long road. It's been how long? We've been talking about this Epstein thing. Be cautious. Clear, Spirit. Are there a good number of Republicans Okay, clear, Spirit. Are there a good amount of Republican senators turning against the Orange Menace? Look at that. Yes. Clear. Spirit, are they turning against the Orange Menace because he's losing support with MAGA? Yes, clear. So so the Republican senators believe he's losing his power. Yes. Clear. Do the Republican senators, do they believe that the Orange Menace molested underage girls? Yes. All right, there were some other questions. Clear. Spirit. Is this going to be a part of his presidency falling apart and his removal? Yes. Clear. Spirit. Is Muskrat going to show the evidence that he has? Is he going to do this? Yes. What is Muskrat waiting for? What is he waiting for? Get to it, Muskrat. Get with it. Was there anything else? Oh, yeah. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. All right, so let's ask some pendulum questions. That was good reading. That was really good. Awesome. I'm gonna put the word awesome in front of that because it is awesome. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Get it together, Angela. Get it together. Okay. Pendulum questions. Clear. Spirit. Does Ivanka remember the Orange Menace inappropriate advances? Does she remember them? No. Let me just ask this. I asked yesterday and it said yes, but let's ask again. Clear. Spirit. Did the Orange Menace perform any inappropriate acts with Ivanka? Yes. And a lot of people who are raped or molested like that, they don't remember it because it's so horrific that they don't remember it. They block it out of their minds. Oh, so horrible. Clear. Spirit. Will Ivanka spill the beans someday? No. Okay. Clear. Spirit. Does Jared know? No. Clear. Spirit. Do her brothers know? No. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. All right. One more question. Clear. Spirit. Will JD become president temporarily? No. I've never gotten that. I've only gotten that Kamala and Biden and Obama will do that interim government before Kamala becomes president. I've never gotten that. Clear. Spirit. Once the Orange Menace is removed, will there be an interim government? Yes. Clear. Will the interim government be Kamala, Biden, and Obama? Yes. That's all I've ever gotten. Okay, so I don't know. Somebody told me that there was a reader who got that JD's going to may come in temporarily. So it's not what I'm getting. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, comments or questions, leave them below. Anything you want me to read on, leave it below. Do something to make yourself happy because the stuff we're listening to makes my stomach turn. Oh, love, peace, and happiness. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Got a couple more. All right. Bye, guys.